Lucien Jeffrey. I'm the founder and CEO of the Entrepreneur Nation. The Entrepreneur Nation was founded in 2018 because coming here as an immigrant to Canada, I didn't need to have people like you to hang out with. So thank you so much. We are going to hear more about the Entrepreneur Nation, but at this time, I want to introduce to you the hosts. They are the ones who helped me to move with the program. So please feel free to look at the program so we can move together. I would like to invite lawyer Michelle Castillo. Michelle Castillo is a lawyer. Is also a professor at Trials College and Fanshawe College. Lawyer Castillo was one of the founders of the Entrepreneur Nation, the very first members who joined us in November of 2018. Michelle stayed with us for some time and he became very busy because of his other responsibilities, so he took a break. But Michelle has been very close to me. We've worked together. I reach out to him whenever we want to refer clients to him. He has served our members so wonderfully. And so when this time came around, I knew that Michelle would be able to help me to run this event. So Michelle, please, welcome.
Thank you, thank you. First of all, just a sound check. Everybody at the back can hear me okay?
Love, exciting and new, all aboard, we're expecting you.
Okay, I don't know why I got this one. I feel like I'm gonna sing We Are the World. I have like this plethora of microphones. All right, so my name is Michelle Castillo. I'll be the captain for today's flight. The exits are to the right. And I hope that you've enjoyed your food. I hope that you're ready to go. The first person that I'd like to introduce you, we have a pretty long program, so I'll just try to move it right along. But first person that I'd like to introduce you to is Kevin Cotel. He's a licensed insolvency trustee and managing partner at Paul J. Pickering & Associates, providing one-on-one service to thousands of clients in London and the surrounding area. He is a member of the CEO's Club and has been our member for 3 years in a row. He is devilishly handsome, funny. I think it's better if he doesn't write his own, maybe he shouldn't write his own biography, but he is a very good guy. I was just sitting at his table. He's a very good man. I've had the opportunity to work with him on some of the Zoom meetings here with Lucy as well. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present you Kevin Cotel. You get this one too. That's a good one.
Okay, good evening everyone. I've just been asked to introduce some of the CEO group. I'll start off with Bernie Olansky. Bernie is a co-founder, educator, and software developer. Larry's practice is exclusively devoted to business transactions with a particular emphasis on the purchase, sale, financing, and structure of owner-operated businesses in tax-driven corporate reorganizations. We have Terry Zavitz. I'm not sure if Terry's here or not. Terry Zavitz is the president of Zavitz Insurance in Wealth in London. Patricia Barrington. Patricia is a registered psychotherapist, founder of Patricia Barrington and Associates Trauma Healing Center of London. Vic Rimachandran. I'm not sure if Vic's here. Okay, so he is the CEO and co-founder at Laverly. And we have his spouse, Jane Rimachandran. Is Jane here? Okay, we have Jane is the CEO of Resident Solutions. Tracy White. Is Tracy White? Okay, Tracy White is the CEO at McConville Omni Insurance Brokers. Alex Hannum. Is Alex here? Alex is the president and CEO of MedPoint Healthcare. Alex leads a group of healthcare professionals in their total footprint of over 20,000 square feet across London, Byron, and Tillsonburg. The facilities include 3 fitness facilities, Executive Healthcare Center, Pediatric Health Center, multiple specialty offices, as well as soon to launch Mental Health Center. Peter Inch. Peter Inch is the president and general manager of Peter Inch and Associates Heating and Air Conditioning. Peter has worked in the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning industry since 1977. Peter Watmore. There's Peter. Peter has extensive commercial real estate background and has specialized in major investment, retail development, industrial and institutional transactions across southwestern Ontario throughout his career. As the Vice President and Chairman of CBRE Southwestern Ontario, as the Vice President and Chairman of CBRE Southwestern Ontario, Peter directs the efforts of CBRE Special Properties Group throughout North America. Special Properties Group is a niche marketing group that specializes in the disposition of major industrial facilities in ex-urban markets throughout Canada and the US. Peter obtained his SIOR designation, Society of Industrial and Office Realtors, in 1994. Peter is the past director of the SIOR and currently serves as director of the SIOR Foundation. Crystal Volpe. Crystal started C&B Income Tax Services in 1988 and has spent the last 34 years gaining knowledge and experience dealing with the Canada Revenue Agency and the Income Tax Act. That sounds thrilling, eh? We have Dan Martins. Dan Martins is the president of Western IT Group, a very well-known IT company here in London. Western IT Group started in the London community as a one-stop shop for personalized, courteous, and professionally managed IT solutions and cloud-based services. Western IT began creating lasting connections with customers by tailoring IT solutions to meet their business needs for the last 15 years. They have provided IT services and solutions across southwestern Ontario for businesses of all sizes. Their state-of-the-art fiber optic facility and team of knowledgeable experts are always here to help. Janice D. Tomasi. She is the Chief Operating Officer at Cohen Hiley LLP. Janice represents Ian Snedden at the CEO's Club. Janice has great private and public sector experience. She is responsible for financial reporting and accounting, treasury, banking, risk management, internal controls, human resources, treasurer and corporate secretary on board of directors. She is a strategic planning and continuous process improvement. We have Nick Davies. Nick Davies is the owner and broker of record for Homeology Real Estate Group. Nick work's experience expands into residential construction, is now over a decade primarily focused on helping clients buy and sell single and multifamily properties. We have Ryan Warren. Ryan Warren is a corporate and commercial lawyer at Semenya McKenzie Group law firm. He advises clients on business-related matters, including registration of business names, limited partnerships, incorporations and reorganizations, shareholder agreements, share and asset transactions, commercial leases, and corporate financing. Residential and commercial real estate law, guiding clients through purchase and sale agreements, assisting with financial details, preparing lease agreements, and helping to organize any required security documents. We have Neil Conco. Neil is an investment advisor with president at Sunningdale Insurance and Financial Solutions, Inc. Neil works with his clients for long-term goals and short-term needs. He works with them to help discover the best strategy to meet their objectives. Jody McMullen. Yes, we owe a big thank you for the cars in the back of the room here. So Jody is the General Sale Manager at Maserati of London and Alfa Romeo of London. Jody is a top performing professional with extensive experience and verifiable achievements in the full scope of sales and sales management in the financial and automotive industries. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Now for me, I'd like to take this opportunity and follow me this, trust me. I know when a lawyer says trust me, sometimes people shudder, but you should. Trust me. Raise your right hand, all of you can raise your right hand, and then reach it across and pat yourselves on the back. And the reason I say that is because we're sitting here in the year 2022. I first met Lucy in 2018 when TEN was starting to get going and we were having meetings in person. And then of course, COVID got in the way. But all of us, including 10, had to transition to doing meetings on Zoom and had to transition to meeting clients in different ways and in different means and adjusting to government directives, etc. And the fact that we're all here celebrating the festive season with 10, and the fact that Lucy has been able to persevere here along with the regional directors and everything, I think it's a great tribute to all of us and all of you as entrepreneurs and small business owners. So I say yay to you. So again, tap yourselves on the shoulder. The next introduction that I have is to Natalie Bresden, who I actually met just before COVID, but since then, we just turned two-dimensional because we were in the same Zoom meetings for what seemed like years. It was years. So without further ado, I introduce you to Natalie.
Thank you, Michelle. So what Michelle didn't say is that I am a regional director. I host the London Downtown chapters, and I'm also a franchise partner of the Entrepreneur Nation. I joined the Nation in August of 2019, became a franchise partner in October 2019, and this is my 4th year with the Nation. And like Michelle mentioned, I joined, and soon everything shut down. It was 6 months, but 6 months is very short. And within that short period, everything was gone. I've been asked to speak briefly about the Nation and about its founder, Lucy Jeffrey, which most of you, if you don't know her, you shouldn't be in this room. So as Lucy mentioned, the Entrepreneur Nation was incorporated in 2018, and this year it received its trademark status. So officially, the Entrepreneur Nation is a trademark name and nobody else can use it. And that was a lot of hard work from Lucy Jeffrey and LexCorp business lawyers. The Nation was founded on the principle that genuine, trusting, and prolonged relationships are the source of any business, and the Nation provides those environments for members to build those nations. But the Nation is not just a business referral group, or if people say a networking group. There's so many benefits, and if you have an opportunity to take a look at the tnation.co website, you will see all those benefits listed. In addition to dedicated chapters for networking and for the After 5 Business Mingle, where all the members from all the chapters are welcome to get together, the Nation also offers social media training, business development support, marketing support, website design and hosting, free hosting, graphic design, and discounted printing services. But members can also promote their businesses using the Entrepreneur TV, if you haven't watched it yet. And they can advertise in the Entrepreneur magazine, and they can put in articles to be published. Currently, the Nation has 30 chapters across Ontario and Alberta, 9 regional directors that help run those chapters and counting. But the Nation is the brainchild of CEO and its founder and chief visionary officer, Lucy Jeffrey. Lucy is a former high school teacher, a senior banker of 16 years, and I hear that there's a lot of members from the TD Bank that seem to be members of the Entrepreneur Nation, so they all think alike. She's a social media expert and trainer. She's a graphic and website designer and a business owner. So she truly understands what it's like to start a business from the ground up. As you may have heard, Lucy is a single mom who came to Canada with her son to provide him with a better life and a new beginning. And she understands the challenges that entrepreneur and people in business face when they're trying to balance work and family. Now, why did Lucy start the Entrepreneur Nation? Well, when Lucy decided to leave the bank, and it was TD Bank, and go out on her own to start her own business, she found it challenging to find the right support that she needed to start a business. There was no one-stop shop where she could go to find out where to lease a space, how to get help for leasing a space, where to get her business cards printed, help in marketing her business, or where to network and connect with other business professionals. So Lucy decided to do that. She started off with hosting networking, get-togethers for free, often in restaurants where they were often kicked out. There was too many people there, and I believe she actually either used this ballroom or maybe the convention center, but I think it's this ballroom, and she hosted one that was hundreds of people. which ultimately led up to her starting up a formal organization called the Entreprenation. What drives Lucy? I've known Lucy since 2019 when she walked into my office to invite me out to lunch to meet the Wortley chapter, as it was called at the time. And in 3 years that I worked with her, I would say it's Lucy's need to help others succeed. She didn't have the relevant support that she needed when she started her business, so she wanted to provide that support and offer a place where business owners and professionals, entrepreneurs could support one another. But Lucy didn't stop there. She wanted to help members promote their business, so she came up with an innovative way to do that. We all have a story to tell, and Lucy provides a platform for members to tell their story, to share their passions about their business, their successes and challenges, so she started the Entrepreneur TV, and she is the host. In collaboration with Rogers TV, the interviews are broadcast on their channel daily. It was only a few days a week, or on the weekends, now it's every day slot. The interviews were initially focused on members of the nation to help them with their business, but Lucy has since expanded her reach. And recently, if you've seen her TV interviews, she interviewed a deputy mayor of a local small town here in Ontario and a cabinet minister, Monte McNaughton. He's the Minister of Labour, Immigration Training and Skills Development, and recently she had him broadcast on Rogers TV, and I hope you guys watch that. Now, most of you have heard me speak about Lucy at the After 5 Business Mingles, and Michelle alluded to that briefly. During the pandemic lockdown in 2020, so long ago, where other similar networking groups hit the pause button, Lucy ramped up. She ensured our members stayed connected by moving the meetings from in-person to online within a week of the lockdown. She organized these town hall style meetings every month. Sometimes they were offered twice a month, and she brought experts on that provided members with information about what was happening in the world, what was happening to our town, how to keep their businesses going, where was the financial support that the government was offering, what do they do about their leased office space now that they couldn't use it and everyone's working from home, and answers to human resources questions for people who had staff. And that's just to name a few of those that I could remember. Lucy offered also at the same time virtual training about social media, for those of us who didn't know it, and that's myself included, to teach members how to expand their online presence or even take their business online. And I know that Lucy is self-taught. She acquired a lot of these various different skills so she could in turn teach them to entrepreneurs and to teach them to members of the nation. So the membership continued to grow in 2020. It did not stagnate. We did not shut down. It continues to grow in 2021, and this year alone, it's also continued to grow in 2022. And I'm not going to be held to this, but I think we have over 300 members. And this is a result of Lucy's hard work, her dedication, and taking no for an answer. For those of you who have ever been dealing with Lucy, she does not take no until she gets a yes. Now, Lucy continues to come up with new projects to impact people more positively, and so in 2023, Lucy's going to be starting the Lucy Jeffrey News Network. So she's going to be featuring a more broad spectrum of stories, anything from her life as an immigrant in Canada, human rights, and other topics that she's finding that are very dear to her. And through one of her many companies called Blue Water Financial Corporation, Lucy's going to be teaming out with investors to purchase vacation property for Canadians to stay in while traveling, including overseas destinations in Kenya and in Guyana. Now, operating an enterprise as large as the nation does not come without its challenges, and I can personally tell you I've witnessed the challenges Lucy's had to face, things that probably most of us even wouldn't face, but this does not stop Lucy from spearheading the mission for the nation. Lucy's always ignored the naysayers. She's always urged members to focus on the positive. And all in all, without her, we would not be here tonight. So I'd like to say thank you to Lucy for bringing together such an amazing group of people that make up the nation, not this nation, for not throwing in the towel when things and people became too much for her, and in being a great mentor and a leadership for this organization. So thank you, Lucy.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Natalie. The next person I'd like to introduce to you is Ryan Hammer. and he is a financial advisor, and Lucy tells me a key member of the Kitchener chapter. And Lucy tells me here, I've come to trust Ryan for his great reliability and keen interest in our network. Ryan is going to introduce the regional directors.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. So I'm going to introduce the regional directors. They're absolutely phenomenal people. I've had a chance to meet with a few of them. They're absolutely beautiful human beings. Natalie, who we just talked to, Natalie Breslin is a lawyer with the regional director for London Downtown. Her 4th year in this role. Gilles Paquette, hope I said that right, my friend. Please stand up if you can. Is a digital marketing executive communication strategist. Regional director for Milton. Gilles is in his 2nd year in this role. Sorry if I butchered your name, buddy. Shayna Beeksma, she in the house, is a lawyer and a regional director for Hamilton. Shayna is in her 1st year in this role. Dwayne Richards is a certified professional accountant. You're here as well. Thank you, sir. Registered with the CPA Canada. He has over 18 years of corporate accounting experience working in the healthcare, construction, and consumer goods, and now has his own accounting and income tax practice located in Toronto. He is regional director for Toronto and is in his 1st year of this role. Congratulations. Pat Muzo is a business trainer, leadership coach, and a regional director for Edmonton. Pat is in her 2nd year in this role. Sherry Hagmeyer, sorry if I butchered your name, is a bookkeeper and our newest regional director for the Byron chapter. Sherry is making a huge impact, and she is also an external bookkeeper for the Entrepreneur Network. Dale Green is an engineer and regional director for Calgary. Dale is in his 2nd year in this role. Ryan Carson is a lawyer and a regional director for Burlington. Ryan is in his 1st year in this role. Thank you, regional directors.
As we are about to get into the awards ceremony, and Lucy is going to hand out the awards.
Awesome. So within the Entrepreneur Nation, I decided that we are not the only ones who make the nation what it is today. And I look at all of us throughout the year and decide that one person is going to win an award. So a member of the Entrepreneur Nation wins an award. All the awards over the last 3 years have been going to Ontario. And this year, the main award, which is the Entrepreneur of the Year award, is going to Calgary. We are going to present Ron. Ron is right here. He couldn't attend today. But Ron is a member of the Entrepreneur Nation in Calgary. He's our founding member there, who joined as the 2nd member in the chapter. And he has been supporting the Entrepreneur Nation a lot and inviting other members. And really saying that he says, I want to expand the Entrepreneur Nation in Western Canada. I want to support the Entrepreneur Nation and presenting Ron today with $1,000 as a thank you for supporting the Entrepreneur Nation. That is going to be received by Dale Green, who is the Regional Director for Calgary. Dale, please come forward. Please come forward and receive the check on behalf of Ron. So $1,000 goes to a member of the Entrepreneur Nation who goes above and beyond the core of duty as a member. And a certificate. So thank you so much, Ron. I'm sure that he has something that he wants to read for us, and we'll post it on social media. So we give the award to one member. And among the regional directors, I'm sure you know that the regional directors are not employees of the Entrepreneur Nation. They are entrepreneurs like you who decided to lead the chapters. And without them, we'll not be able to have the expansion that we have all over the country. So we also looked at the regional directors, and we decided to appoint one to be the regional director of the year. Last year, Naren was the regional director of the year, This year, Dale Green is the regional director of the year, is the regional director for Calgary. He has flown all the way to come here, and that shows the commitment. Please come forward. So I want all of you to know that Dale Green is actually an engineer. He's not even an entrepreneur. He saw COVID hit and he saw how I was supporting businesses. He also said, Lucy, can I help you to start something in Calgary? And he was the first one to hit the minimum number, because we always say that our chapters must have a minimum of 15 members. He was the first one to reach 15 members. Dale is the first one to have 100% renewal. All the members in Calgary are renewing their memberships, and I see a lot of cohesive relationship happening in Calgary, and I thank you so much for that, Dale.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Lucy. It's certainly a pleasure to be here with all of you today. You know, as I stand to speak here, one word comes to mind, and that's serendipity. And when you look at the definition of serendipity, the Oxford Dictionary says it's the faculty of making happy and unexpected discoveries by accident. And that's what it was when I joined the Entrepreneur Nation. It was a complete accident. I happened to be looking for a networking group all at the same time when I met Lucy. And I can't say that the growth of our chapter was by accident. It was certainly by hard work. It took a lot of work to find the right people and to find the right mix of entrepreneurs that were like-minded and I wanted to be in business with. And it didn't happen overnight. You know, the very first networking meeting I had, I think you could safely say it was a complete disaster. It was probably the template for the worst meeting that you could actually have, but I was persistent and I had a lot of encouragement. I mean, I had a lot of support from Lucy. And, slowly, the steps forward in building it started to outweigh the steps backward. And eventually we had a good group, we had a good mix. I can proudly say that it's led to some really strong friendships, some really rewarding collaborations, and some really fun non-business related activities. As I stand here to receive this award, I think it's really not a testament to what I've done so much in building the chapter, but it's rather, I think, evidence of what we can all achieve if we maximize the potential of the Entrepreneur Nation. So I'm pleased to be here with you, and I'm pleased to receive this award and look forward to many years of collaboration. Thank you very much.
The regional director of the year gets $250 for helping us to grow the chapter in Calgary. And I want to say that Patricia was going to Calgary and she said, can I meet the members in Calgary? And right away, Dale and Ron actually went to meet Patricia and took her out for coffee. So those are small things that they do that I see.
We have prize giveaways, and we actually have wonderful members who've actually donated prizes. So if everyone will notice on your table, there's a little square box. Those are your chocolates to take home. Please don't eat them now. You'll see also on the table little tiny squares of chocolates. Those you can eat.